Welcome back. Glad you could join me again.
You don't think so, but I think that a man needs his phase before, he's ready to commit.
Very interesting points. These women believe every man should have a golden tool phase of their own, whatever a man phase is, before they settle down. If they ever settle down, unless you're a single bachelor, indeed. Now, my title is Sleeping Around Before Settling Down. Guilty modern women want men to share in the sin.
It's not funny.
Now, to break down and dissect the title, the past few videos have been about promiscuity in this somewhat hedonistic world we live in. But within the hedonism, would women and do women prefer if more men were indulging with them in the fun? The risk-taking, carefree fun. Who cares about tomorrow? Today is to be lived for. And to reflect my last video, the end of my last video, where the host in the video said that some women project their promiscuity onto men they're with, because of their own hypersexual nature.
Propaganda tool.
Yeah, it's freaky broads accusing men of being freaky. Yeah, the irony. The irony. So before we get into this video of these women explaining why they believe, and it's actually a good point that some men, not all men, that some men should have a phase before they settle down, if they ever do so. But the burning question is, can every man actually have a phase? What about the men that can't even get one woman, let alone have a coop of them? You know, like chickens, chicken coop. But yeah, enough waffling. Let's begin.
Today, we are going to have some fun.
I want to cry for this episode.
No, you shut up.
It breaks my heart.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so today we are going to take you through and talk about why, well, maybe you don't think so, but I think that a man needs his hoe phase before, he's ready to commit. Also, I looked and it was 111. I'm getting angel numbers, I'm telling you.
Oh God.
Oh, she's into numerology, okay? Yeah. Obviously, the angels are with her, so she's going to make some very, very good points.
Bullshit.
We hope.
Your man needs to be a motherfucking hoe before he can commit to your relationship and to you.
What?
So I get kind of nervous about this topic because to think that my current man had a whole phase, let's say, it just drives me up the wall. I don't know. I get so nervous. I'm like, oh my God, to think of him with other women. And I'm like that. Like, I know.
Okay.
That's a nice picture in the background. The point of my topic is how some women would project their wholeness onto men because of the guilt of their own past as to what they may have done. Yeah, getting flashbacks, yeah. But it's also that, yes, some women do want men to share in the hedonism. But the question is, what about the men that they eventually settle down with themselves? Would they want those men to have had a whole past? A man whole past, whatever you want to call it? Not the man they're having fun with, not those men. No. The man they settle down with. The sucker that saves her after all that D. Trash already, trash! Would she want that man to have a past though? Yeah, interesting point.
So in my head, and I don't want to show it too because I'm like this fucking ego piece of shit, but like
damn near every video I feature with women in there, they swear in every flipping video. Come on.
Being a bad bitch.
If I want to sell my pussy, what's the problem?
Because women ain't shit.
Oh my God, these bitches.
The fluffy girls, them not sexy too.
Suck it.
Finding a video without women swearing is like finding a woman that isn't a garden tool. Seriously. Seriously.
in reality, to think of your man fucking 1,000,001 other bitches, is that not triggering?
Fucking right, I'm triggered.
Knowing?
What the hell was that?
Fucking right, I'm triggered. Knowing?
It's their own editing. I have no idea what that was.
Here's why. I'm a firm believer. Like when I meet my man, like my one, my twin flame, my motherfucking person, we are a unit.
It's crazy.
Wow, that sounds so romantic. Wow, how romantic.
We are a unit.
Good luck to the guy that fits that description for her. Good luck to you, you bastard.
Okay? Like you are my one. Like I need to know that you flushed all that shit out of your system. It's good because you get to experience what you like, what you don't like, what women don't like, that women's bodies are all different, that a female orgasm is very hard to achieve.
Wow, with the sound effects.
Orgasm is
You don't have to make women's orgasms that epic.
You're just jealous.
Some of them wish they were that epic, but seriously. I feel sorry for women that achieve orgasm later on in their life. It's like, damn, what you been doing all this time? Just been banging for nothing. Seriously, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. I don't actually care, to be honest.
The real one, the real one.
Exactly. If she's faking it, if she's not. Like, I need you to, like, come equipped. Like, you need to know all this shit.
And there we go, an interesting point. Because obviously women do prefer a man that knows what he's doing. A man that knows how to do her, in other words. Do her well, repeatedly, over and over again. But seriously, obviously many women, most women, would want a man that knows what he's doing. You can lean into the bad boy player thing with this as well, because those men that obviously, they're not going to be timid about trying to bang a chick. They're going to let her know, yo, I'm trying to smash.
Hey, I love you.
Yeah. Words of wisdom. Drop that zero and get with the hero.
What?
And so on and so forth. But yeah, back on track. Obviously, many women do prefer a man that knows what he's doing. Therefore, it's understood that some men, it'd be better for them if they had much experience. However, the journey towards achieving all that experience would mean you're dealing with a number of women. And for some men, that could be hazardous. For some men, it may be fun. But the one thing guaranteed, it will be heavily time consuming. Maybe that's why some men don't care about a woman's pleasure. It's like, who cares? So long as I got mine, you didn't get yours. No one cares.
No one cares.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
And it also, like, it makes me a little bit calm knowing that you had that phase. And, like, I also am not intimidated by it because, like, oh my God, you had him. Yeah, you had him when he was a motherfucking hoe. Now he's a man. Like, do you know what I mean?
Interesting point. So when you're smashing a lot of chicks, you're not a man until you settle down with her or a woman, then you become a man. Okay, whatever. More woman logic, I guess.
Like, do you know what I mean? So
I just want to also say too that not every guy will or should have a hoe phase, and you should not be alarmed if he didn't and think, oh my God, because he didn't fuck around, that means he's gonna cheat on me. No.
low key, I would be though. We're talking generally about men, right? Because I know that you were like, oh my God, it would make me like feel so nervous.
So sick.
But then, I don't know, you can edit this out if you want to. But
You should probably edit out the fact you just played with her hair. That was a bit weird. Edit that out. You didn't edit that out. That's weird. But let's carry on.
then you were like, when I was like broke up with my significant other, like he never had a hoe phase, and now he's going through his motherfucking hoe phase.
Yeah, he's having fun. You can't blame him. Men can have fun as well.
That's where it literally, it just proves me wrong, and I hate being wrong, but I'm going to own up to it. I have experience being with guys who I was their first everything, okay? First fuck, first real relationship, first serious biz. What happens after we break up is they go and they become little hoes.
No way. No way. So men have used you as a jump off launch pad chick, the breakthrough chick. It's not funny. It's not funny. But what I mean is the chick that they probably, lose their virginity to, the runway chick, gonna get started. I'm going to start with you, then eventually evolve on to something better.
Power up.
Oh, God. Oh, God, men are evil. Men are evil. Obviously, some men do this and use certain women as practice chicks, for them to eventually go off onto better chicks or just a number of other chicks. So, yeah, I get the point that she's making. But, yeah, some men are evil, Just using her as a starter chick. Oh, God, that's so sad. Look at her face. She doesn't even care.
And I thought at first it was just a coping mechanism post breakup. What I did realize too is that, well, Eden, you've had experience and they didn't. And so how could you being like, you should only be with me and like, that's it. And like, I should be your end goal when they've never had the experience that you have had.
Exactly.
Exactly. There you go. Exactly, woman. Exactly. Just know you're a starter chick and own the fact you're a starter chick. Some women listening, but some of you are practice and starter, runner up. I'm going to try a new method sort of chicks, which sounds wrong, but yeah, some men do this. They use women like tools just to kind of practice certain things. And yeah, it's so sad, but yeah, it's understandable why some men do this.
However, I do believe that there are still, yes, a very small percentage of men out there who can do without the hoe phase. And I will tell you why. Because at the end of the day, we're all evolved. And I always say this, we do not need to be acting like fucking monkeys out here and shoving our dicks in every hole that we see.
Hour? Have you got a knob? Okay. But yes, I get her point that men should be less promiscuous and not be out here trying to bang so many chicks. Understandable. And not every man can do that anyway. However, for women to indulge in a liberated culture, they would need a crop of men to be able to be liberated with. And some of those men may use these women as practice chicks. Some guy will settle for you later on, but you're going to be practiced for maybe a decent amount of men. I'm just saying, possibility, maybe.
That we see. We can control our decisions because we're as evolved as we are as humans. I do see the value of not necessarily being a hoe, but being a person who has experienced different women, different relationships, different types of relationships to understand more about themselves.
But what's about in understanding more about yourself if you understand to just be a single bastard? Like, oh, F this. I'll have my fun if I so choose, but forget having a woman in my life permanently. No, that's
Desperation for pussy.
it's probably a brew for destruction.
They need to learn, they need to experience, they need to get that information, they need to digest it. This usually happens in college because none of them know how to fuck. None of them know how to do other shit. Like,
Wow, you had a lot of college experience to know that. But then again, of course, they would not know how to make sweet love to you. Or as she says,
none of them know how to fuck. Orgasm is
yeah. But then again, remember, you were there for practice.
Most.
and you know what? Honestly, well into their 30s, some of them are fucking lost.
Oh my God, even men in their 30s. Oh my, men in your 30s being salty, be triggered. Don't be triggered. I'm just saying, wow, you can tell she's been around. You can tell both of them have been around. But yeah, even men in their 30s are still not smashing her down well.
You sick bastard fish.
So they really need to fucking figure their shit out. And then it's like when you're with me, you're ready.
You're
for
more focused.
This one. You're
So-
ready for one for the rest of your motherfucking life.
Silence, you fool.
Okay, then let's leave it there for these high body count practice chicks. Energetic women, but they're probably high or drinking wine. So the point is, yes, of course, a decent amount of women would want men that have had practice and have slept around with a few various women just to make sure that when you get to them, you're very capable. However, I have noticed that women would project this onto men because it's what they do themselves. No, of course, not all women, but a large number of them sleep around before settling down. Yeah, just don't be the fool they settle down with. Here, woof woof, as men, yeah. In other words, focus, observe, remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.